Welcome to Agents of Screen. I am your boy Miles, aka the Bald Beyonce, and we are here for my spoiler-free review for the new Candyman film. I'll tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, my score out of 10, and if you should go to see this film in cinemas. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you stay. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, you know I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you're well. I hope this is a bank holiday weekend, in the UK at least. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. Me, I'm gonna be weekending. I'm gonna be weekending this weekend. By the time you're watching this video, I'm probably gonna be knee deep in some, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but listen, actually I am gonna finish it. I'm gonna be knee deep in some Bible studies. But this film is of course a spiritual sequel to the 1992 classic horror Candyman. With that being said, what is this film about? I am going to do my trailer voice right now.
In the present day, a decade after the last of the Cabrini Towers have been torn down, Anthony and his partner move into the now gentrified Cabrini. A chance encounter with an old-timer exposes Anthony to the true story behind Candyman. Anxious to use these macabre details in his art, he unknowingly opens a door to a complex past that unravels his own sanity and unleashes a terrifying wave of violence. Directed by Nia DaCosta, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II stars in Candyman.
And listen, I'm not gonna play no games. I'm not saying nothing in the mirror. I'm not saying anything to the screen 5 times. Look at the hue of my skin. We do not play those games. I don't care if it's fiction. Yo, I don't play them games. I don't play them games. I don't play them games. Even I don't play no games. Me and Candyman have an understanding, and I'm not going to infringe on that understanding because I don't play them games. But what I did like, I thought it was well acted across the board without anyone being spectacular. However, my favorite, it was nice to see Teyonah Parris again, who played Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. It was lovely to see her again. And speaking of seeing again, it was great to see Nathan Lloyd Stewart Jarrett. Jesus Christ, that's a long name. But I remember him from Misfits, and he done an excellent job. He's a British actor, so every time, you know, a British actor, he plays an American in this film, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you didn't know. So salute UK gang every time, flinging up beer gang signs and that. Also something that I really enjoyed. In this film, whenever they tell the story of Candyman, through flashbacks, they use paper shadow puppets, and I thought it was genius. Something so simple, yet something so effective. Beautiful. Mwah! C'est magnifique! But speaking of the flashbacks and the story of Candyman, I thought that this film added to the lore, added to the story of Candyman without dishonoring the legacy of the original. They added more to the backstory, and I love that. And also finally, in the synopsis that I gave in the beginning, they talk about gentrification, and that leads on to my final pro, is that the social commentary, which is also a con, and you have to wait until later on to find out why, but I enjoyed the themes that they tried to talk about in this film. The things I didn't like, I think my biggest gripe was the pacing of the film. It was all over the place. To be honest, it was all over the place. It was like slow rolling and then coming down to, and then just started moving quickly. It was just like what's happening right now? And it also felt like there were huge chunks of the film missing. At points I was like, what's happening right now? And the character development, things were just happening far too quickly for the story. And this film isn't even a long film. It's like an hour and a half, give or take. So I didn't understand why it was chopped down so much. Or even they would give you little crumbs of flashbacks of backstory for the character, certain threads that seemingly are important, but they do nothing with. I don't know if there's a director's cut, but I would like to see it. I think there's a better version of this movie, but for some reason they didn't give it to us because they just cut out seemingly significant parts. And I've spoken about the commentary being a pro. Also, it was a con because I felt at times it was kind of heavy-handed. It wasn't very nuanced. It wasn't very subtle. So then this movie felt like a creepy social commentary movie as opposed to a horror film with social commentary. Does that make sense? And speaking of horror, for me, this film wasn't scary. Was it creepy? Sure. Was it uncomfortable? Definitely. Scary though? Nah. But I feel a horror film especially Candyman, and especially how, you know, the legacy of the original, I feel like it should be scary. And the ending, I've gone on record many times, I don't like abrupt endings. I don't like inconclusive endings. And along with the pacing, like I felt like the third act was super, super quick and then it just ended like that. I'm like, I don't know what the guy's name on TikTok is, but this is not a trash film by any stretch of the imagination. It's decent. I definitely enjoyed the new aspects that they added to the Candyman lore. So I would give Candyman a 6 out of 10. This is not a rush to cinema watch, unfortunately, as much as I would have loved it to be, given that, you know, it's written and produced by Jordan Peele, Nia DaCosta, a female black director, black lead, black cast. I would have loved it to be, but it just wasn't. But as always, these are just my opinion. At the end of the day, I'm just a bald boy on the internet. But that being said, are you going to the cinema this weekend to go watch it, or in the future? And if you've seen it already, what did you think about the film? Do you think I'm being harsh? Did it scare you? Please let me know in the comments below. But as always, I have been your boy Mars, aka the dark skinned Enrique Iglesias, and until the next video, which should be coming extremely soon, peace. Have a good weekend. As I said, I'm going to be knee deep in some Bible studies.